that I need for protesters and everyone to start realizing, okay? We're at war. The protests are over. There's no more protesting. This is combat now. So when I come onto the field, I'm not screaming at people that are going to assault me or pepper spray me. Like, no, this is combat. I'm going to engage them in combat because we have shit that needs to be done. This is how we get shit done.
This clip alone should terrify anyone paying attention because this story isn't about protest anymore. It's about incentives, lawfare, and people openly calling for violence while institutions pretend this is normal.
Renee Good's partner. Oh, and by the way, Julie Kelly reporting that they're not married, that this was just her partner.
Interesting.
Her lover. And that they've now, she and the immediate family have hired the same lawyer who represented the George Floyd family, and that it's a Chicago-based law firm, Romanucci and Blandon. Never heard of them, and I practiced law in Chicago for a while. Their statement is, what happened to Renee is wrong, contrary to established policing practices and procedures, and should never happen in today's America. It said Renee Good's family wants to honor her life with progress toward a kinder and more civil America. They do not want her used as a political pawn, but rather as an agent of peace for all. Well, that's not why you hire this civil rights firm. You hire them to sue and get what the family of George Floyd got, which was a $27 million settlement. That's why you hire them. So what's happening now is they're lawyering up, and they're clearly going to sue the feds and maybe the state. I don't know. They'll find some ways and try to get some big payday for the lover, who should be under arrest. She should be in handcuffs. And then there was news today that some 6 attorneys, I believe they're U.S. attorneys, federal attorneys, have quit in the state of Minnesota because they're angry that we're not going after the officer, and we are apparently ordering an investigation into the group that is training Renee Good and her lover and others on how to interfere with ICE operations. So these virtuous federal prosecutors decided to quit in a fit because they're mad. They don't want to look into Renee or her partner or any of the other ICE agitators. They really, really want to look into the ICE agent who, in self-defense, shot her while she was trying to run him over. So that's where we are today. Your thoughts on how that's going to play out?
That question right there is the problem, because people making these decisions don't seem to be thinking more than one move ahead.
The remaining career bureaucrats across the administrative state just waiting for moments like this where they can dramatically quit and leak it to the media. Like, is that why they're still there? Because I can't imagine why somebody who would quit over this was still at the Department of Justice after everything that's transpired in the last year. Like, it's deeply weird to me that they were even still in that position. And I genuinely wonder if some of them stay for the opportunity to pull off a stunt like this one. And, you know, the thing that makes me so sad is that now that we're about a week into this, does anybody feel safer?
That's the only question that matters, and everyone knows the answer.
Does anybody feel like the country that either protesters or ICE officers or American citizens who have literal convicted criminals in their cities because of the Biden administration and because of the sanctuary laws from their mayors and their Democratic governors, like, do they think that, has anyone gotten safer in the last week? Absolutely not. So it's just like, it's such a mess, and it's one of those stories that it feels like it just makes me depressed about the state of everything, basically.
Yeah. It's also breaking now that the ICE agent who fatally shot Renee Good he suffered internal bleeding to the torso following the incident, according to 2 U.S. officials briefed on his medical condition. This is a CBS News report. That would make sense, because when you get hit by a car, bad things can happen to you inside your body and out. And I was reliably told by Mayor Jacob Fry that he skipped away from the incident and was totally fine. I mean, be careful what you say out there, Mayor Fry, because you don't know. You really don't know what's actually happened. I think it just played well for his narrative to say that kind of thing without actually checking to find out. This officer's been through a lot since last June when he got dragged 33 stitches back out on the streets. Then this incident, he's under extreme emotional duress right now, according to Tom Homan, who's spoken with him, who said he feels awful and he's scared too because they're threatening him, they're threatening his life. And these loons are everywhere, Emily. I mean, the loon watch is real. I don't even know where to begin. There's so many crazy things. But why don't we start with the crazy violent ones? Okay, let's just go through a few of them. We can do SOT 3 and 4, one right after the other.
Every single life is valuable. I mean, I guess except for ICE's, like kill ICE agents, but and Denver Police Department. But aside from that, we have to humanize each other. We have to care for each other. That woman was a mother. She was a legal observer. Fuck everything that's going on. We have to turn shit upside down.
See, I've been fully activated. I'm gonna head back east. We need to go to DC. Shit needs to get done. Here's the thing that I need for protesters and everyone to start realizing, okay? We're at war. The protests are over. There's no more protesting. This is combat now. So when I come onto the field, I'm not screaming at people that are going to assault me or pepper spray me. Like, no, this is combat. I'm going to engage them in combat because we have shit that needs to be done. This is how we get shit done. And I need for you to get shields and swords of the pew-pew kind. Like, I need for you to wake the fuck up. We're at war. It's wartime. It's time to go to war. You know how your military father or your military friends were always telling you freedom isn't free? Like, you're about to find out. Like, you're about to get it.
This isn't left versus right anymore. This is about whether a country can survive when violence gets applauded and accountability gets abandoned. If you want clear eyes and zero spin, subscribe. This is Straight Fire Politics.